Hello. In a few moments, you'll hear some reflections from the Reverend Traylon Malone, who was the first regional priest in our diocese, now serving in the Northwest regions. I wanted to give you just a little bit of background on that for the conversations that you'll be having in the clericus groups in Durham, Rocky Mount, and Raleigh. In 2001, I asked Diocesan Convention to form a special commission on missionary strategy. That commission was chaired by the Reverend Don Goodhart, rector of St. Paul's Church in Winston-Salem at the time, and they worked for about 2 years and produced a fairly comprehensive strategic plan for the missionary growth of the diocese in terms of its mission and its work. In 2005, a committee was formed, a mission implementation team was formed under the leadership of the Reverend Lisa Fishbeck. And that mission implementation team actually took both the missionary plan and the results of interviews with diocesan leadership, direct feedback from vestries of the diocese and the clergy. And basically they produced a report and a set of comprehensive, specific recommendations in November of 2005 given to the Diocesan Council. Among those recommendations, a centerpiece was the creation of regional networks of ministry. These regional networks of ministry were seen as a strategic way of providing direct support and service to our clergy, lay leaders, and congregations as a way of really providing support and service delivery to them in the most efficient, effective, and most supportive way possible. Bishop Gregg came on board about 2006 or 2007, if I remember correctly, and he was brought on board with the specific charge of helping us organize these regions and get this thing underway. In 2008, September of 2008, our first regional priest, Traylon Malone, came on board, and he has been with us ever since. The Northwest region was the first region we created. Some of you will remember we had comprehensive discussions in all the clericus groups with the lay wardens under the direction of the Diocesan Council to eventually identify 3 regions: Northwest, composed of the Winston-Salem and the Greensboro convocation, the East region composed of Durham, Raleigh, and Rocky Mount convocations, and then the South region composed of the Charlotte and the Sandhills convocations. Once that decision was made, we began implementing, and the Northwest region was brought online, and Traylon came on board as our regional priest there. There's a youth resource missioner there, and they're in the process at this point of talking with the deacon. In talking with the deans of our 3 convocations here in the East region, we thought it wise to begin conversations here in our region about how we could begin to move forward. And so the interview or the conversations and reflections that you're going to see from Traylon is one step to help our conversation in this region. Traylon's ministry in the Northwest has had some profound and significant impact, and his insights may be helpful for us as we begin to think about the possibilities for the East region once the market stabilize and the finances are available to do it. And we hope that will be the case pretty soon. And so we want to get the planning going and have the conversations and see where we go from there. Thank you, and God bless.